Welcome to the weekly Turtle Wow News with Rograg Radio Edition. I'm your news anchor org, Rograg Fishlayer, here to bring you all the top server news for the week of June 24, 2024. Let's get to it. I'm the orc, and here's the news. Top news this week, the gates of Anchorage have opened on Telebim earlier today, after a months-long slog of killing bugs and farming war effort materials. The mood was bright and cheery around the server, Horde and Alliance coming together to celebrate their achievement. Scepter holders were able to get their elite mounts, and with AQ20 open, now the new question is, are oranges the new bananas? Not only that, but as I'm writing this script, MBAP Speed Hack Guild is already clawing their way forward in AQ40. If you're looking to dip your toes into Northernar's smaller sister server, now is as good time as any. According to Turtle Team comments, it looks like the 2x experience bonus enjoyed during the event will remain for those hoping to catch up to the action. From Radio Everlook and the news team, I wish the server the best of luck with the newly unlocked content and look forward to more of your heroic deeds. Remember, the only good bug is a dead bug. In other top news, the server experienced uncharacteristic instability this last week. There was an outage on Wednesday for about 40 minutes due to a data center hardware issue. Then on the 21st, an outage of service lasted 2 hours, which according to Jamie from the team was likely part of an attack on the server. After some confidential interviews with a team member in the know, the attack was aimed at destabilizing the server utilizing a known but hard to discern vulnerability. Once the exploit was recognized, it was rectified. Sadly, Friday evening raiders had a rough go of their time out, but server staff were very apologetic about the issue. And finally, rounding out the top news, a bevy of leaks were released to the teaser channel in the main Turtle Wow Discord. A set of claw weapons that looked like giant lobster claws, the concept art for Warlock Tier 3.5, a plate helm with massive stats called the Dreadslayer's Horns, the remains of Overwhelming Power Trinket, which has an on-use ability to bring out an arcane elemental, and the Eye of Dormant Corruption Trinket, which gives power but takes life force from the user. The latest leak dropped on Sunday from the official Turtle Wow Twitter account, showing off a keen-looking bow and gear for the yet-to-be-released Hunter 3.5 set. Looks like there will be no shortage of exciting items coming with 1.17.2, from the bizarre to the powerful. Make sure to pay attention to the teaser channel or official Turtle Wow Twitter to see for yourself these and future leaked items. That is all we have for top news this week. Until next time, I've been Rograg Fishlayer. Thank you for listening to Everlook Radio, and remember, the deadliest weapon is knowledge. Welcome to Market Watch Radio Edition for the week of June 24, 2024. I'm your markets analyst, Rograg Fishlayer. All our data is gathered from numbers provided by WoWauctions.net. Make sure to use their website for all of your own market data research and investment due diligence. First to Telebim. The Alliance S&V 200 climbed from 5.5 gold to finish the week at 5.9, amid steady growth in the Essence and Elements market, which was up 15% this week. The Horde S&V 200 had a rocky week, losing 40 silver to finish at 5.4 gold. Despite the volatility in the primary index, fishing for the Horde jumped mightily from 23 gold to finish just shy of 34 gold, a 47% price increase. Taking a glance at big market forces for both markets, much like its sister server, Telebim has had very expensive prices on Stone Scale Eel, both of which climbed a good deal this week. The Alliance price grew from 1 gold to 1 gold 20, while the Horde started at 93 silver and finished at just over a gold. Though the price on the Horde side does go for less, the message is clear. Fishers can make some serious coin looking for Stone Scale. Over on Northernar, the S&V 200 started almost exactly where it ended this week at 9.8 gold, but in the middle of the week fell as low as 8 gold 90. While there were strong showings from the ever-growing fish industry and mining, one sector with unusual growth was skinning. The skinning index peaked at 2 gold but finished the week at 1 gold 60, up from 1 gold 10. The skinning industry has enjoyed a steady trend upward since the beginning of the year, where the index sat around 80 silver, but since then has been averaging around 1 gold 30. Not only that, but boosting this growth has been wild boom and bust cycles that continually see skinning as a growing commodity field. The major items pushing this reliable growth has been a medley of overperforming skinned items. Scales of Onyxia, Warbear leather, black and red dragon scales, rugged leather, and core leather have all seen at least 5% growth or better since the beginning of the year. Since herbalism and mining have been stealing the spotlight, the gatherer's attention, it seems like skinning is quietly becoming an in-demand trade. So if you're looking for a dark horse candidate to make some appreciable gold, consider skinning. That is all the time we have for this week's Radio Market Watch. I hope you found some of the information here useful. Make sure to use wowauctions.net for all of your own market research. Remember to keep an eye on your coin, otherwise someone else will for you. Back to your regularly scheduled program. Welcome to Turtle WoW News' Community Bulletin, Radio Edition. I'm your host, Rograg Fishlayer, here to bring you all the community news and updates on events going on in your community, for the player and by the player, for the week of June 24th, 2024. Top of the community news this week, the bold... I'm not sure what the name of a group of druids is. Flock, herd, pack, forest? Well, in any case, the Golden Moon-led effort of the all-druid Molten Core was successful. Thanks to their efforts, Ragnaros' corruption has been stemmed and the druids of Moonglade can rest easy thanks to these fierce druids. This means all true hybrid classes have completed Molten Core, but who knows what next challenge mode players will lay out for themselves. If you're in the Northern Hemisphere and sweating your butt off while playing Turtle WoW, you know what time it is. Time for the yearly Fire Festival. Players are encouraged to explore the world and offer thanks to all the warm months through the dozens of bonfires scattered all over Azeroth. If you complete enough quests, you can earn yourself a new fire elemental pet, some impressive transmog items, and even some limited time buffs. So make the best of the heat and enjoy the fun holiday event. And while we're on the topic of summer heat, the Guild Atlantis is hosting a big summer beach party over in the scenic beach town of Steamweedle Port in Tenaris. There will be swimming, a dueling tourney, a transmog competition, a drinking competition, and even drunk turtle racing, whatever that is. So, if you want to cool off and have some fun with the folk from Atlantis, then bring your beach towel to Steamweedle Port June 20th at 3 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. server time. Some who might not so easily let loose during the summer months might find the 5th Tourney of Valor more their speed. On the 28th at 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. server time, the Swords of Lothar will be hosting a special in-character dueling tourney in the tradition of the Silver Hand, with a gold prize purse. If you're from the Alliance and know how to handle some turn-based combat, make sure to check it out. As always, checking out the main Turtle WoW Discord event channel is the best way to see what's going on around you. Whether it's events, pugs, or just general fun, lots is going on in your community. You just have to take a look. I've been Vrograg Fishlayer, wishing you all a fun week on the server. Loktar Ogar. Vrograg Fishlayer here, keeping you up to date and informed about all the latest changes and adjustments coming to you through the Changelog. Today we'll look at the Changelog for June 18, 2024, which hosted 12 separate changes. Let's check out the most impactful ones with this week's Changelog Roundup. Telebim suffered through much confusion in the days leading up to the caravan preceding the gate's opening event. The NPC on the Alliance side was seemingly a little dim-witted and refused to believe that they had all the materials needed to finish the war effort. Thanks to the change in this log and a later hotfix, the slow NPCs finally recounted their fish and bandages and were able to move the event along. Travel advisories were issued last week when, in light of the race change feature being available to players, mages retained their portal spells even when not on the corresponding faction. Mages from the Alliance and Horde convened a meeting to align their ley lines correctly, and new portals to enemy territories are no longer available. Druids found recently that some errant nature magic was keeping them stuck with a certain look for their various wild shapes. Evidently, their Thorn spell thought to keep them in form rather than to keep others stuck to the ground. A delegation from Moonglade rectified the tangled magical mess, and now druids should be able to swap cosmetic glyphs once again. The terror of Duskwood Stitches was discovered attacking people nearby nearly miles away while hiding from the undead abomination. While Stitches has a nasty tendency of returning to Duskwood periodically, A group of paladins were sent to investigate his newfound tracking abilities. Evidently, a plucky necromancer installed 3 new noses onto his chassis, giving the beast enhanced senses when looking for a snack. The paladins removed the noses, but sadly it seems like Stitches still will return, just this time without the extra noses. Hide well, citizens of Duskwood, he's still out there. And finally, an exploit was fixed that allowed someone not designated as Master Looter to still receive loot, even while using Master Loot rules. The culprits for this evil trick are not known at this time, and everyone is advised to use smart, clear, and concise rules for looting just in case the loot ninjas show up again. That completes the Changelog roundup for last week. This week's Changelog may be out soon, so make sure to check it out so you can keep on top of all the latest adjustments coming to Turtle WoW. I've been Vrograg Fishslayer with Everlook Radio, reminding you all to stay informed because the deadliest weapon is knowledge.